Hi Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of October, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's called The Ring, and it's a reading that is focused into themes of love and relationships. So if you would like to know more details about that special or any other of my services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aquarius, I do feel like during the month of October, there's this feeling of some of you are really dealing with gains and losses at the same time. So it feels like in order to gain something, some of you must allow the loss of something else to happen, something in which you might still have some high degree of attachment into, particularly mentally. And this is making, for some of you, the release of such that needs to be released and needs to be ended in a way. It's making it hard for you to accept that ending or that loss, particularly because some of you are not seeing the positive that ending can have, and you're looking more into the aspect of it that represents some sort of failure, that represents some sort of not being able to complete a dream, an ambition, a project, a relationship, an expectation that you had, that something would go in a way that it didn't. And some of you are aware that the fact that you're not allowing certain things to because you're not allowing certain things to end and certain things to be taken away from your energy, you're delaying the gains, you're delaying the positives that do want to come into your life, particularly in terms of finances, but also in terms of love. So for some of you, this message, will be strongly about finances and work, perhaps your work, your investments, where you have been almost like betting your luck or trying your luck has not been giving you the full satisfaction or the full, results that you hoped for. And some of you, it could be that you're looking for some sort of assistance as well, that it's not happening, or you're looking to become liberated from the influence of this King of Wands. As I feel strongly for some of you, this King of Wands is an external influence. So some of you are attached to someone due to income, due to money, due to some sort of material binding that is making you and this person or this entity and you associated in a way that it's not really how you would like it to be. So during the month of October as well, for some of you Aquarius, there's this strong message that you must be bold. Like the King of Wands is an energy that is showing for some of you as something you should embody, as an energy that you should call in moments where you feel weak, in moments where you feel insecure, in moments where you feel like you don't have the courage to fight against the bullies, to fight against the authority figures that are trying to push you down. Some of you have this, either you have this this authority figure ruling your life. It could be in relationships. Again, there might be something here about abuse of control or the use of control to manipulate, right? To manipulate your role in a relationship. It might be just something that is just not working anymore, being home-based or being in a relationship or being in work, and you know that something with this King of Wands, it does not work anymore and does not serve here a purpose. But at the same time, some of you, I keep getting like you're pretending you're fine. You're pretending you're fine with something, a situation, that it's not okay at all. So be mindful of either allowing abuse or seeing abuse and not saying anything about it, because I keep getting like some of you might be intimidated, some of you might be afraid of the consequences of something, even if this is not about you necessarily. This abuse that is happening is not happening, necessarily to you. It might be happening in your work environment or in your group of friends, or you might know about a family that is going through, a family member that is going through some sort of difficulties, such as this type of situations. And either you're intimidated or someone is trying to intimidate you to not, say the truth, open up, take a stand. Some of you, this is also about taking a stand about the things you most want in life. So in order to gain them, again, to gain, you have to lose the fear. In order to gain and accomplish a path where you become your own authority and the creator of your own conditions in life, which is actually what the King of Wands is all about, but particularly here paired with the Six of Diamonds. So it's all about creating a new paradigm in terms of your material conditions, in terms of what you gain, right? What you earn and what you spend and what you lose, materially speaking. Materially speaking is not just obviously speaking upon money itself, but possessions, resources, and the way you feel integrated into this earthly reality. So the reality aspect of this life could be something that some of you might be called to manage, and actually not manage, it's like called to handle in a upgrade form, like to learn more about, to raise here a little bit your knowledge, your skills when it comes to achieving greatness. When I say achieving greatness, is almost like this urge to have a life free from such conditions, but at the same time, in order to be free from them, you have to go through the obstacles and the challenges to find that freedom. So the freedom will not just happen, by chance. There's something here about you learning your way through the problem or your way through the limitation in order to break free from it. And this is particularly emphasized because you have in the heart of your reading the Eight of Swords with the Four of Diamonds. So again, a lot of connotation with the material realm. Everything dealing with money, work, health, and circumstances that happen in your day-to-day life are very, it seems like it's a huge priority during October. And the thing is, it's shown here as a challenge, again, a limitation, something you don't see the way out of this square. The fours are energies that are about grounding and structure, but can also be felt as imprisonment, right? It can also be felt as what limits our ability to explore more and advance. So you're definitely trying to advance in a project. You're definitely trying to have better conditions coming into your life. You're trying to free yourself from something that ties you to a position that does not respect you and does not match or is in alignment with your potential, your rights, your truth, and what you truly want to achieve in life. And I keep getting like some of you are in this dance as well of thoughts, like your mind is really kind of here a huge manipulator during October. So be mindful of either your own thoughts being the abuser here, not necessarily the King of Wands, but the aspect of the mind that can be very tyrant and narcissistic and a huge manipulator. It can make you believe that you are, again, a hostage of illusions and fears that are so ingrained and so strong, mainly because they are very well fed as well by us, that they really keeps us from seeing the objective reality. And the mind should be about that objective understanding of what we have in front of us. But as you can see in the heart of your reading, there's a huge propensity for some of you Aquarius during October to not be seeing anything. You can see that she's blindfolded. You can see that she's unable, right, to see her way out of this binding, the energy that binds her to a space and situation that is felt as challenging, unfortunate, where she cannot breathe, where she cannot be free. And an Aquarius energy without that constant feeling of freedom, particularly in the mind space, it's very, I would say it's very harmful, because Aquarius is about full liberation of that. It's the peak of the highest that we can actually access with the mind, is the master of the mind, how we can master our thoughts and to create our reality. So there's a huge some of you are in the lowest as the lowest in terms of it's like you have not been recharging here your superpowers as an Aquarius. It's like you are with the low battery when it comes to what should be always running high in you. Something here has been draining you, has been weakening. And it's again that leak in the mind space, that leak, that faulty program here that some of you have been under, that has been creating delays, suppression, and a huge sense of you know, seeing the contrary of what you should be seeing, because some of you might have been either deceived, lied to, taken advantage of, and perhaps you have not been seeing this, and perhaps you have not been considering really what you are dealing with, and then also perhaps looking at situations that are positive, that are coming from a good space and energy, looking at them with suspicion, or looking at them as the enemy. I feel like some of you Aquarius during October have strongly as well this energy of seeing the enemy where is the friend, and seeing the friend where is the enemy. So be mindful of your judgments, because again, the Eight of Swords and the Magician, and I don't read reversals, but it came reversed, and it brought my attention here. So, manifestator, again, the qualities of the mind, the super qualities of the mind, the ability to harness from our endless internal resources to bring about what we want to create just with the thought. So some of you do have this power again. You have this amazing power to really manifest miracles, to really manifest your desires, your highest ambitions, your highest visions. But the way you have been using, or for some of you not using, this ability to bring to you just what you need, this ability to have this magic, right, this creation of magic, constantly working to influence positively what you find in your life, has been not working how it should. So it's like also the results of what you have hoped to find have been reversed, have been contrary to what you wanted. So you might wish for something, right? But because of this, I'm missing on the right word. It's like because of this error, right, in your energy, you have not been receiving what you ask, or you ask what you receive in a very weird way, in a way that is not at all, going to function, or going to help you, going to assist you to better, to find better, to have better. And also, some of you, this is paired with the two of hearts, which is interesting. I keep getting like some of you that this is more about love. This is more about being in a difficult situation with a person, love-wise or not. It could just be any other connection where there's some feelings here. I feel like some of you, particularly for Aquarius that have been hearing from this person recently, you Aquarius that from September into October have been communicating with someone, that there's this mixed feeling of you're harmful, or you're not good for me, or you don't respect me, but at the same time I'm attached to you. I can't see my life without you, or you have this on me, so I can just leave, or I can just, stop connecting with you. So for Aquarius that have been feeling like there's something up with a connection, that instinct or that feeling that like the spider sense is telling you that something might be off with a person in your life that feels a little bit like manipulative, or one, almost like their needs are first, right? Their desires come first, and they have a way with words, and they have a way to, again, manipulate you into making sure that you are set in a certain way in their lives, particularly for those that have been noticing that. This is a magician again. This is a person that is not coming from, or not using here, the quality of a great mental, emotional chemistry, a great new beginning, a great initiator of love. It's not someone that is operating from there. It's someone that is able to use in the wrong ways the power it has to make sure that some of you Aquarius remain in the position that you are in the same relationship. It could be someone that is afraid to lose as well their material. So if this is about a marriage, there could really be situations here where either your partner is afraid to lose some sort of material advantage or material position that they might have because they are connected with you, and it could be like a marriage or a relationship such as a marriage or a business partnership. It could be like someone is not with you again for the right reasons, or you could also be doing this. You could also be afraid to leave, but it's time to leave. And if you are still in doubt if you should or shouldn't end something here, that it's quite destructive in terms of making you feel anything that makes you feel less of, right? Less than what it should make you feel, that puts you in an inferior position. Pay extra attention to what that is during October, because from there might be some huge hints of where this ending, right, needs to happen. So the outcome of your reading, as you go into November, it's going to be even more and more and more and more clear who's with you for good and who's with you not for such good reasons, where perhaps you have not been contributing to the health of your mind, because you go from the 8 to the 10, so there's this aggravation of mental conditions for some of you. So your depressive states, your paranoias, your fears, your anguish, your sorrow, or your feeling of not being able to pick up the pieces and move forward, whatever it is, it can get worse during, for some of you, as you go into November. But it's like a feeling here of something being irreversible. There's this 5 of diamonds, again diamonds, and you go from the 6 to the 4 back to the 5. So some of you will be able to recover something that you might be afraid you will be losing materially. It's like it's not as perhaps steady, right? And as you, it might, again, yes, changes in the financial and material aspect of your life are going to happen, but more will come, again, the gain from this loss than remaining in the same position. So if you decide to end the project, even though it makes you feel very sad or depressed of doing such, or if you leave a job, or if you get fired, or if, again, some sort of material accord or settlement happens, from this, more will come than from what you were actually receiving, being in a position that is very, again, destructive, very negative. Some of you, this is talking about, again, the betrayals, the backstabbing, the elements here. And the Five of Diamonds here also shows a lot of, like, again, this karmic, almost like karmic experiences, joining finances and material aspects or professional aspects with relationships. So there's this mixture here for some of you as well. And there has been huge lessons for some of you about it. There has been some also for some of you, some interference in your success. So for some of you, Aquarius, you could, again, because you're not aware of perhaps some people's true colors, there really could be situations where you were not seeing, or you're not spotting that someone was undermining your progress and your growth. And again, it might not be the easiest months for some of you, Aquarius, because it feels like there's a lot of that effect of picking up the pieces, but definitely it's the most revealing and liberating. And also it promotes here an opportunity for you to regain connection with the magical, element in your energy and your essence that can actually bring to you the good relationships, the good pairing, right? The wonderful pairing, a new pairing from what you have found, either in business, right, or in a relationship. It feels like some of you, yes, you're meant to bring into your life someone or an opportunity that it's new, that it's different, that it's about, again, the good team. It's about the good kind of love, the good kind of friendship, the good kind of association, where both, again, are like communicating from love, creating from love, working from love, not from interest. And I keep getting like some of you have been with people with you by interest solely, or you have been as well falling into that temptation or entrapment, because in the beginning perhaps it felt like it was all good and beautiful, and then you start to saw, it's almost like some of you start seeing the ramifications that created, like the binding, the enslavement, almost the selling of your souls here that some of you have been feeling. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.